Alrighty, yo, gardeners. We got a video now. What we doing? Taking clones. This would be a nice little how-to. And in reality, multiple ways you can go about taking clones from cannabis plants. You could just cut them and throw them in some water, let them sit, change out the water every day. You can use what is it called? Rock wool cubes or something. I think those have a pretty high success rate. But me, I'm using the same old dirt that we use for our regular plants. I've got these 2 little seed starters with 4 trays each. So we can take about 8 clones with these. I've already got them packed in. This cup over here is mostly filled with water. Our regular water that we let bubble on the air pumps. But I also threw a little bit of this in there, which it's gonna have even more root stimulator. Other than that, coming up, but with this, I'm gonna just pour some of it into the soil now to get it nice and moistened. Alrighty, second step of the process is, of course, gonna be coming into your tent space, or if you've got them outdoors, whatever. Now, there's 2 forms of clones that can be taken. You got regular clones and then monster crop clones. Monster crop clones are taken during around week 3, week 4 of flower, whereas regular clones, you generally take those around your last week of veg, maybe the day before you flip to flower or the day of flower that you flip the first day. That'll give you regular clones. And when taking clones, you want to come into your plants, kind of have an idea of how tall they are. For me, at least, is how I think about it. And I'll say about midway point, and I'm gonna just kind of eyeball this and guess where the midway point on this plant is. I'm gonna just say here. So anything that's below here right now, I could consider taking for a clone. Only other detail is to make sure it's at least around 6 inches long. So this is a good candidate right here. All right, I'm gonna come in, try to cut it at like a 45-degree angle, but I don't think that makes the biggest amount of impact, honestly. But here we have her. What we are going to do, other than the top set of leaves, we are going to get rid of all those leaves to help prevent the likelihood of mold spreading on the plant. Although it still could happen, it won't kill the plant. And we're going to cut the tips of the top set of leaves. So I'll show y'all what that looks like. All right, y'all can see how that's looking. You see those cut tips, all that. It's a pretty decent size. Now what we'll do is come to this root boost rooting hormone powder. Told y'all I was gonna get another form of rooting hormone. I'm gonna dip a good amount of it in this powder. A decent portion of the stem, as you can see. And we're gonna come over to our container. And you see how deep I planted that. That gives more surface area for potential roots to kind of come out. That's why you want try to choose one that's at least around 6 inches long, so you can get a little bit of it in the soil, give it as much mass or surface area to pop out roots as possible. So I think for this one, I'll probably go something like this. That's looking good. I've got 4 from the ice cold bag seed, 3 from the NFC bag seed. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and just hit them with another splash of our little mixture here. We do need this soil to stay very moist throughout the entirety of this process. Alrighty, that's when I might have did a little too much. But should be fine. Our last step, we've got these little bags. They're gonna be acting as humidity domes for us. All I'm gonna do is take a spray bottle like this, spray on the inside of it, and I'll stick these in them. All right, now we are in the makeshift space. Y'all can see both of these are bagged up, mostly sealed, slight crack in them maybe you can leave. and hopefully we'll get some roots to pop out of these in 1 to 2 weeks. That's generally how long it should take if everything is going right. And I'm gonna have to check, but I think I'm probably going to come through here and re-water these in maybe 2 to 3 days, and we'll keep doing it that way, 2 to 3 days. Add a little bit more moisture in the soil. So again, it needs to stay really moist for this process to really work out, which right now it is. Of course, y'all seen how much water got put on that little bit of dirt. But yeah, this is indeed the cloning process for the most part. Now we're just gonna have to wait 2 weeks, a week to 2 weeks, and we out. If you found this how to clone video helpful, I do got a nice little how-to series, multiple different things on it on the channel. If you subscribe, go through, sure you'll find some more useful stuff. I'm out.